Hey everyone, this is Jim from Sublevel 5 Concepts again. This is a personal build. I'm kind of in between commissions right now. I wanted to finish this before I started my next commission. But these are Luke Skywalker's macrobinoculars from Star Wars: A New Hope. And believe me, this was not, well, the build itself wasn't that hard. What was hard was actually finding the cameras for this. This is made up of, how many cameras? One, two, probably about 4 or 5 different cameras to make this thing up. First, we have the Calamar 660, which is the hardest. Finding one of the Calamars, well, you actually need 2 of them because you need for the 2 lenses. Finding one was a challenge enough. Finding 2 probably took up about 2 months of my spare time. My wife wanted to kill me, but I found them. I found one locally, actually not too far from my house, which was a 1 in a million shot. The second one I found on eBay. And I got really lucky because some people, it takes them, I've heard of some people giving up after a few years of trying to find the Calamars, but I did it within a few months, so I got really lucky. But anyways, we got the Calamar lenses, so 2 Calamar 660s. I used the Calamar knobs on the side. Some people use the Seagull knobs. I see Calamar knobs. 2 Calamar knobs up here and the Calamar viewing hood. The Seagull knob was from a Seagull, I think it was a 4A, the accurate Seagull knob. This knob is actually 3 different cameras. It's the Seagull knob and the insert, which some people call the zebra stripes, but that little curvy, stripy thing in there. Part of a Bell & Howell 220 knob, and the gray knob is from a Bell & Howell 624. I got it because I guess there's a variant of the 220 that has a gray knob, which I could not find, so I found one in the Bell & Howell 624. And the main body is a UMIG Servomatic. I think it was an Australian 8mm camera. I found, this is actually the first part I found, the main body. This was the first camera I found. This bubble strips from the UMIG. The hardest part was breaking down the UMIG and just figuring out how everything went together. But, you know, it was a challenging but a really fun build. That was really satisfying after it was complete. This is the transition box, I guess you want to call it, from the hood and the transition piece from the Calamar screw onto. Manny from Portumac, if I'm saying it right, Props made this. He did a run on the RPF. Thanks to Nick Klein, he did this. Thanks, Nick, friend of mine. Got a mystery wedge from Trooper on the RPF. He does some really good resin copies of parts. He could do any part on the UMIG. He has a mold for everything, and his molds are beautiful. It's the knob from the UMIG. This is the mystery box I got from Scott Juarez. Thanks, Scott. The these are really hard to find, and they are expensive, especially with the correct female part. That's the hardest part to find. And this little plate thing was from Seneca, from the RPF. Another good guy. The belt clip is from Trooper also. Really nice. I decided to use screws instead of rivets just in case I wanted to get this open. I could take them out. I don't think anybody really knows what held on the clip on the Hero, but most people use rivets, which could be accurate. I don't know. But it's 99% complete. And the lenses on the original prop were painted gray, which I have that color. And the silver parts here were a lighter gray. I'm not going to paint that. I'm just going to paint the rings, because Scott Wars, and he did that on his and Nick Klein's. And I kind of want to keep it as original as I can, so I'm just going to paint the aperture rings gray. And I'm going to paint this flat black, I believe it was on the original prop. But there it is. This is really probably one of my favorite builds. You know, it was a lot of legwork getting all these parts in. You know what? I'm pretty proud of how it came out. I did a lot of work getting these parts. I drove everybody crazy. But it came out really nice. So, oh, and this plate right here is from Dark Energy Creations. Really nice. The lens is screwing beautifully. I kind of screwed them in pretty tight, but they screw in really, really nice. So there it is. Just thought I'd share that with everyone. This is a really, really cool piece. Really glad I put in the time to do it. All real parts. Can't beat it. Thanks. Bye.